your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colette Boyd. Here's a look at the top stories we're following today. A family's attorney speaking out against the Flint Fire Department in regards to their response to a Memorial Day fire that killed 2 children. The attorney, Robert Kenner, calling for justice, claiming the 2 firefighters responding to that incident fabricated the report. The fire erupted on West Pulaski Street in Flint and killed 9-year-old Lamar Mitchell and 12-year-old brother Zaire. Kenner says in the press conference the firefighters reported they checked every room and didn't find anyone. Kenner is now calling for another investigation into this case. Well, 2 local school districts receiving threats of violence. For one school, it's the second such threat in as many weeks. The superintendent of Atherton Schools sent out a statement to parents alerting them of yet another threat of school violence over airdrop. Now, it happened just after 11 a.m. Thursday. The school went into lockdown and Burton police were immediately contacted. While police were investigating the initial airdrop threat, a second such threat was received by multiple students, this time containing a list of names of some students and staff threatening them. In a letter to parents, Superintendent John Plouffe says that he understands the stress and frustration that comes with these threats and asks for patience as the investigation is ongoing. Also receiving a threat Thursday, Freeland Community Schools, this time through an email sent to a staff member. The email was sent late last night, the person behind it claiming they would, quote, explode Freeland High School in the near future, end quote. Tittabawassee Township Police were immediately called to investigate and found the individual responsible. Now, as a precaution, bomb squads investigated the high school and middle school and found nothing. Police determined there was no threat. Now, here's Matthew Mondro with a look at your forecast.
Thank you, Colette. For this Friday, still expecting some warmth in the area, some temperatures right near 70. But as we head into the weekend, that's where the focus of the forecast is for the potential for some stronger wind gusts. And as a result of this, we have issued a first alert weather day for your Saturday. The time frame on that from 10 a.m. towards midnight on Saturday, but it's in the middle of the afternoon from around 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. where we could see the strongest wind gusts during the entire afternoon. Some of those could be up near that 50-mile-per-hour mark, but even in general from that 10 a.m. to midnight time frame, some of those gusts still around 40 to 45 miles per hour. We are expecting to see some tree damage out of these wind gusts, so that could pose some isolated power outages. So something to watch as we head into Saturday evening especially. So those wind gusts even on Saturday morning out of the south already around 30 to 35 miles per hour. By the afternoon, that's where they're exceeding 40. And again, it's that window from 3 to 6 p.m. where those wind gusts should be the strongest on your Saturday and still holding that southerly direction. Once we head later into the evening and overnight, we do see that wind slowing back down, and then still expecting some breezy conditions for Sunday, gusts around 25 to 30 miles per hour, but it shouldn't be as windy on Sunday as it is on Saturday. Also for today, we are expecting more cloud coverage. We're already seeing that at this lunch hour. There's rain farther off to the west. That'll start to move into our northwestern counties by around dinner time today, 5 to 6 p.m., lasting through many of the evening hours. However, that rain will be cutting it close to the Tri-Cities. So if you're there, at least keep tabs on the radar this afternoon. But if you're in the southern thumb, and also in Flint, I would expect you to stay dry for this evening. Into your Saturday morning, too, briefly drying out before more scattered showers with this low pressure system. But again, for Saturday, the more important part of the forecast is that wind. For today, again, upper 60s, right around that 70-degree mark. For tomorrow, slightly cooler, 68, and we have 63 on Sunday behind this entire system. And we start off next work week in the middle to upper 50s and eventually work our way back to the lower 60s by the middle of the week, and still looking pretty dry as we head into next week, too. So the major focal point in the forecast are those stronger wind gusts Saturday afternoon.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.